Kia ora, it's Ruth here in my backyard in Christchurch, and today I'm going to get some seeds planted. You may or may not have been wondering why I've got a milk bottle, and it's because I use milk bottles to make my labels. I thought I like to be able to repurpose things before they get recycled and reuse them as much as possible, and so being able to have these milk bottles means it's really easy. The labels last, I can reuse them, and they're a good size, durable, they're great. So I'm going to start by making some labels. And with my milk bottles, what I do is before just putting them in a recycling bin, you need to clean things before you get them recycled. But to clean them, what I do is I fill them with water again, and then they get the residue of the rest of the milk left in the bottle, and I either give that to the chickens to give them another calcium hit, or I use it on the garden, so tomatoes, any plants, because it's a really good way for the plants to get some calcium, and it's a lot easier to absorb, which I learned, which is awesome. So there we have it. I've now got 16 new plant labels that I can use, and I've got my permanent marker that I can write their names on. I've got a few that I can reuse from the last time I've done them. I've got my baby leaf spinach, got some kale, beetroot. I don't have any beetroot there, I might get some of that out. And Brussels sprouts. And broccolini. I might just add purple onto that one. So how I do it is first I get all my seed packets and I just put them on the ground with what I am planting on top of it. So I've got their labels already, so once I get all the seeds in I can tag them all up. I have done it once where I didn't do it that way and it took me a while to try to be like, oh, which order did I plant things in? And I did muck up the labels a little bit. Luckily, the ones I did muck up were quite easy plants to distinguish once they started growing. So, time to get labelling. I realised I grabbed 3 different packets of carrot seeds, so I must really want to plant carrots today. Now it's time to glove and mask up and get all my seed raising mix in the trays. Now take off my mask. I've watered them all down, and so hopefully the idea is that any chance of Legionnaires is now gone. Everything would have been blown away and it's dampened down, which makes it a lot safer. Planted my pansy and calendula together, otherwise everyone is in their own tray. And another thing I learned with my tags is to push them down as far as I could because I leave them outside to sprout, and I have had tags blow away. Hopefully this year might be the year we get a greenhouse, which would be great. So, time to put these in the garden, then write in my diary, then I'm done with my seed planting and I'll just have to plant out my already grown seedlings. And last but not least, time to write all of these down into my diary. Thank you so much for joining me in my garden. I was going to write out what I transplanted before I did it to pre-do it, but what I like doing is counting how many I actually planted. So these poor guys are going to go get planted now, and I'll be able to find out how many. So yes, thank you for joining me. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will catch you next time in my backyard. See ya, ka kite.